Wah. I just need to know, guys, is the music too quiet? Or too loud?
I'm gonna go look and I will find out for you. I'm not hearing the music.
How do you hear nothing? Here.
Music is really quiet. Like substantially quiet.
Yeah, I went from really loud to really quiet. There you go, that's good.
Testing?
Oh yeah. It'll work.
I'm gonna quiet it just a little bit? Okay. Okay. And second part, we're tier listing the Kanto through Hoenmons for Team Soul. Be there or I will eat you.
Like Jiffy Pop.
Hell yeah.
You're my Jiffy Pop, my little Jiffy Pop.
Every drop I drink up.
Every pop I eat up.
You're my Jiffy Pop, my little Jiffy Pop. You're all I can think of, every drop I drip up. I'ma drip your drops, I'ma drip your drops. You totally want to hear only the music and not everyone's voices? You know what, Nissa? Fuck you! Get fucked. Just for you, I'm putting Porygon in the scrap heap.
Dude, that's a ligagle. That's allegory.
Yeah.
Sounds like a skill issue, Nissa.
Also, what are your eyes, Alexis? Are they this like slightly velvet blue on the images?
They change colors.
Okay, well I'm only giving you one. So what's the color?
Usually right around that shade of blue.
Okay, so blue would be or bluish purple, whatever the fuck this is.
Hello, Jamie.
Hello, people persons. Welcome to stream. We didn't stream at all earlier today. No. This is the first stream of the day. Whoa.
Alright, I dropped it down a little bit. If that's too quiet, we can probably get rid of or make it louder again. I'm bad at background music.
As am I. That's why I just, when I did my art streams, I would just play music and then delete the VOD.
Yeah, I don't want to delete the VOD, not when Team Soul is on the line.
Yeah, I know, that's why I said what I did. You do not want to do
Oh,
what I
this
do.
complaint about the music.
Yep.
You just give her a Jigglypuff.
Thank you, Jamie, by the way. I do enjoy my
Prefer not to
Pokemapolis.
jiggly anybody's puff.
Actually, no, turn off the background music until you deafen everyone in a 5-mile radius. No, that would be a legal case, and we can't have any more of those. The board said so. Do I need
Yes,
to
it
bring
was
out the
Yeah.
board?
and not me.
The board is back.
Hello, Mr. Plank. What a wonderful day we're having.
Hello, Plank. Plank, why are you beating me up?
It's Mr. Plank, and he can do what he wants. He's part of the board. The board has rights we can't infringe upon. Number one, beat the shit out of who you want. You're on the board.
Exactly.
The fucking scoreboard. Got him.
4 score and 20 boards ago.
4 score and 20 beatings ago.
He's not part of the board, he is the board. Nissa, you're right.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay. Well, we might as well get this started. What?
Magus, you can't be yawning so early into stream. We
Giannis
just
Agrippa?
started. No, I'm not drawing another alternate reality, Magus. Magus Agrippa is the only one that needs to exist. Him and his fucking Magus Agrippa insurance and Magus Agrippa ice cream.
Magus Agrippa.
God damn it.
Magus Agrippa and his partner Jerome. They have car insurance, and it is car insurance. 10 out of
They
10
also have
doctors
ice
agree
cream.
that it is car insurance.
What kind of doctors are we talking about? Car doctors.
Fuck yeah, mechanics.
Oh, I loved Michelangelo. He was my favorite scientist. Right
Not
behind
that one.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
What's the application for Arby's
Everybody.
University? Oh, stop! I'm gonna beat my internet
How
with a
many
shovel.
business majors can you major if a business major majored business? If you can answer this riddle, you might be qualified to join Arby's University. Probably.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm
let's go to
lying to
that.
you. Maybe I'm saying if you're gullible, like someone who goes to Wendy's Community College.
You know what? Fuck you. Wendy's is actually a pretty decent college.
I've never been, so I don't know.
Okay. We are back.
Wow.
How was the application process for getting into Arby's? Better than you would expect. Like, at least when you apply to the university in my world, they're pretty good at, you know, saying yes or no. According to some, you have the same hair as the mascot. Yeah. Speaking of hair, Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, they don't have hair.
Bees, we have degrees.
We
That's
have
their motto.
degrees.
Yeah.
Degreasy.
Charles DeGreasy?
Yep.
Yo, I love that guy in Spider-Man.
Okay, now it wants to work. There, it is a magical magic. Okay. Yeah, Nissa, they're all bald. Look at them, they're fucking bald. But...
Are they all fucking bald? Do they all know that he's sharing partners?
Yes. Unfortunately, we kind of have to make this quick, but I don't think the Kanto trio is viable at all. So, okay. Nothing's really supernatural about a Venusaur. I mean, I think they get ancient power, so that's like kind of neat. And I don't know. I think they've done a few neat things with Venusaur. Charizard's not even a dragon. There's nothing mythical about this bitch. And, I mean, it can get dragon moves, so maybe Charizard should be a tier higher. And, like, Blastoise can learn Aura Sphere. That's kind of cool and supernatural. But, I don't think they get enough points. It's either up here, this tier, or this tier. Maybe we'll move some stuff around when we get more, but they're definitely not viable at all. You'll be dragging me to your bed consensually, of course. Not right now. I feel like Butterfree might be slightly better. Butterfree does get access to some neat psychic moves, and I'm pretty sure it can learn things like Confusion or Psybeam naturally. So that is points to me, in my opinion, to... What are you doing? That is more points in my favor, I think, towards it. However, I don't think Beedrill is as lucky. It's literally just a bee. I adore Beedrill. I think it's a really fun Pokemon, but this thing is as far away from Team Soul as possible. And then there's this bitch. What to do with Bird Jesus?
Bird Jesus. Bird Jesus. Bird Jesus. I'd like to ride my bird Jesus.
It's just a bird! It doesn't even fucking have, like, any supernatural abilities. 2 streams in 1 day. Mangoes, you mango, we goose you. Goose. Mango. Wrong bee attack? What do you mean? While we're here, I hate to say this, but Raticate's not viable either. It's a lowland form, gets extra points for being dark type, but it's dark type because it's nocturnal, not because it has supernatural psychic masking abilities. It's not a void eldritch creature. And unfortunately, I have to say the same thing about Fearow. I love Fearow. Fearow is so cool, but there's literally nothing in this line that feels Team Soul. Arbok. Ah! Fuck! Where's the distraction? I don't necessarily like placing Arbok so low, because I think Arbok is fun. And I think it can learn, like, Dark Pulse, maybe. I think it gets a weird ability, or a weird move that it probably shouldn't know. But I don't think I can count it as viable. Regular Raichu, the vibes aren't there. It's not viable.
I do not vibe with this universe. Oh.
Mongoose, Agrippa. Wait for the Hoenn section. We have an actual mongoose, kind of. Right now, I'm gonna take Sand Slash as well. And its Alolan form. I'm sorry. I think Alolan Raichu might be our first actually viable thing. But we really don't know why it has psychic powers. And I don't know if it, like, actually gets any interesting psychic moves on level up. It literally might just run Psychic. It got psychic powers from the pancakes, duh. Okay, but that implies that pancakes are supernatural and therefore stronger than waffles. And we know that's not true. We know that a waffle will beat a pancake in any fight.
And scientifically proven.
Okay. I want to see if Alolan Raichu learns any cool moves. It just gets Psychic on level up. Or on evolution. That said, it can learn a significant amount of psychic moves through TMs. So I'm going to say these psychic powers are legit and not a gimmick, which makes it more viable. Nidoqueen and Nidokings are basically the same thing. These things learn a fuck ton of TMs that don't make any goddamn sense. And you want to know the weirdest thing? I'm pretty certain at one point Nidoran could get Confusion. I think Confusion used to be an egg move. Arbok could also get Confusion from an Ekans, I think.
$150 or more to see be a Pokemon Master is my destiny.
To be a master. Pokemon Master. Pokemon Map.
Pokemon Master. Pokemon Taco Gymnast.
Tacomon, Taco Gymnast. Tacomon are the gymnast. Change into digital tacos to change the digital world. Tacomon, Taco Monster.
champions.
Change into taco-shaped monsters. These things learn so many weird fucking moves. Yeah! Even nowadays, you can get confusion on a Nidoran. That is so weird. You're gonna go to sleep now, Nissa? Your starter in Tacomon Digital Tacos with Salsamon? Good choice, good choice. The spicy type Salsamon is very useful in your journey.
Okay, hopefully you're not echoing because I had to switch earbuds.
We're fine for now. Thank you, Jamie.
I wonder if they just weren't fully connected before.
That's
Perhaps.
entirely possible.
Technology is, as the kids call it, a bitch. And you know, we are living in a technological world.
We're living in a digital world?
And I am a digital boy.
A
Are you like an
material
Agumon?
world,
Magus got it.
and I am a material dude.
Living in a material.
You know, getting called the taco monster where you come from means they kicked you out for obvious reasons. Thank you for the compliment, Jamie. Tell you what,
He ate all the taco supremos.
we're gonna put Nidoking and Nidoqueen up here in Wanderer. I don't think getting access to confusion makes them completely viable, but I think we can tell that they're not Scrap Heap. They have some weird fucking powers. Not to mention, Nidoqueen can't breed, but Nidoran female can. There's some weird, funky shit going on, but it might just be biological, not supernatural.
They could just be like frogs.
Maybe. But you want to know what is supernatural as fuck? Clefable.
How? Oh, I was gonna say how good looking you are.
Damn. She hit
I
you
mean,
with
look
a
at me. Just one look, and you're seduced.
Just one look and I can hear a bell ring.
It's the
One
tentacles.
look and I forget everything. Whoa, whoa. Mamma
Magus
mia.
Agrippa. Here we go again.
Mags Agrippa.
He actually
Mag,
sells
Mag,
good card shirts.
how can he resist you? How can you
I don't
resist
wanna say
him?
that one. Yes, you've been broken hearted. Sucks. Mamma mia.
Is Nidoking stronger than Nidoqueen? Not necessarily. Nidoking has higher attacking stats, and Nidoqueen has higher defensive stats.
If I remember correctly, doesn't Nidoqueen actually have the better special attack of the two?
Maybe?
At least 150 or more to say to be a Pokemon Master is what it is.
I think its attacking
I know-
stats are both weaker than Nidoking. It's got just better defenses, as far as I remember. I'm doing this off
Okay, I
the
just
cuff. I'm not
remember
looking up
Nidoqueen-
stats unless necessary.
I don't know. I just remember Nidoqueen has a more special move pool.
Well, they
That's
both
why I
do.
preferred it.
They learn practically the same
so-
TMs and have the same level up moves. Just horn versus body.
Yeah, and I think Nidoqueen gets Surf and Nidoking doesn't.
No, I think they both surf.
Alexis, are you ready to get knees?
Sure.
Alright, I got about like 7 to 9 more minutes. And then you'll get your knees.
Yeah. Just don't tell Nissa I'm getting knees.
Well, she's in the chat, so she knows you got knees.
I thought
went
she went
to
to bed.
sweep.
Oh, did she? Alright, I'll tell her tomorrow. Don't worry, Alexis. I'll let everybody know. Your secret's safe with me.
How do I set up the knees? Is there like a website that I go to, just like Fugi.com or something?
Basically, yeah.
It's Fugu Reactive. Just look it up on Google.
Oh, okay.
Or rather, Google, as it's pronounced.
Goggle.
But yeah, I think Clefable is definitely viable. It's a weird fuck alien that can do whatever the fuck it wants with Metronome. How does it do whatever the fuck it wants with Metronome? And
nobody knows.
Yeah, exactly. And for that reason as well, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I think Ninetales is viable.
Hell yeah.
It might not be a psychic type or a ghost type or even a dark type, but it learns all of those weird fuck moves. It can, I don't think it gets psychic, but it gets like Psyshock, I think. It can definitely learn some kind of Shadow Ball technique. And it definitely learns Dark Pulse, which is specifically an aura-based attack.
Oh, can I throw in an argument for 2 Mons to be viable?
When we get to them, yes. Feel free,
Okay,
either one of you, if you've got anything to chime in on, feel free.
Okay, one of them's in the tier I wanted them to be, but it's the same reasoning for one of them that's coming up after Alolan Ninetales.
Oh yeah,
know when
right,
you get
it
the
gets
Wigglytuff.
extra sensory. So yeah, this fucking Ninetales is supernatural as fuck. It has psychic abilities. I don't think we can put it into strongly viable, because it's lacking any of the types. But I'd say Alolan Ninetales is strongly viable. So, Jamie, this tier list is for Team Soul, my evil team dedicated to researching the supernatural abilities that Pokemon possess, and humans. The psychics trainers that you meet, the ghost mediums who are able to see spirits be possessed and manipulate spirit energy. And then you get some dark type trainers that are like weirdly resistant to psychic attacks, or like hang around in depressing areas and are totally fine. And I think it is an effect of the dark type that kind of leeches some otherworldly energy into the world. And this otherworldly energy is what immunizes them to psychic attacks. With all that in mind, there's also dragons. Dragons are raw, powerful beings of myth.
And they're used in a lot of mythologies.
True. And there's also the fact that fairies are basically magic. Like,
They are magic.
Opal,
according to the Irish.
in Generation 8, can just do magic to lower your stats or raise your stats. There's also fairy tale girls that you can fight who claim that they're 50 years old, but they look like a child. So yes, don't fuck with the Fae.
So let me know when you get to Wigglytuff, because I feel like I have a good argument for that one to be viable.
We're gonna do Wigglytuff right now.
Do you remember the episode in the anime with the alien detector guy?
Yeah.
How it
Jigglypuff is
triggered
a fucking
on-
alien. It
And how
evolves
it
as a
triggered
moonstone,
on-
it's pink, and it's found in the same places as Clefable.
Yeah, and this is also going to be my argument for Togepi too, because Togepi also triggered it.
Togepi's also a fairy, so that is points already.
So they trigger stuff that tracks supernatural beings.
Exactly. So I'm gonna say that Wigglytuff is bare minimum strongly viable. I don't know if
I
it
also think it
pushes.
gets some weird moves.
Well, it's also a normal type. Normal types can learn a fuck ton of weird things. And formerly normal types like Clefable can also learn a fuck ton of weird things. Did you know that Clefable gets all 3 elemental punches, and it can also learn Fire Blast, Thunder, and Blizzard?
Oh, and in the Mystery Dungeon games, it basically leads a cult.
Yeah. And then there's Wigglytuff from the fucking Mystery Dungeon. The Wigglytuff in Guildmaster is scary.
Yeah, like supernaturally strong,
Oh yeah.
even for an alien.
Okay, so these next 3, we're looking at Vileplume, Parasect, and Venomoth. Right out, I want to say that Venomoth falls in the same category as Butterfree. Weird pseudo-psychic type insect that I don't think is technically viable, but still weirdly possesses abilities. Just not enough.
Well, what about Parasect, though? Because Parasect's being possessed by a mushroom.
That basically makes it a zombie, but I don't think we've seen it do anything weird outside of just being a Parasect. It's definitely right under the moat of viability. Like, if we got a mega Parasect or something that was a giant spore colony controlling multiple beings, that would be interesting to research.
Do we know what happens if we touch a Parasect's mushroom?
Nothing bad. But for that reason, I think Vileplume is not viable. It's literally just Venusaur. They're the same thing when it comes to movesets and specializations. I'm going to say this right now. I'm sorry, Doug Trio. There's nothing supernatural about you. And I can't...
Besides, we don't know what's underneath this hole.
True. But I can't give you points for that. If you have a portal to another universe underneath you...
Okay.
You should show it, bro. You gotta
Yeah.
be a
Wait.
shower, not a grower.
Yeah.
Hang on, it causes majorly strong earthquakes in Mystery Dungeon. Does that add any points?
No. And I
Yeah,
know
but
it
you
can
what
learn
else does that?
Aerial
A fucking
Ace.
Real rager.
And I know it can slice with its nose. What the fuck do these things use for scratch?
You don't
And
want to
bite.
know.
They don't get bite.
Doesn't it get bite? I thought they used to.
No. They do get scratch and slash, though, I'm pretty sure. We've never seen if they have, like, tiny little hands.
I just thought of something funny that they could totally do as an event. Imagine if Doug Trio got Octozuka.
I want to see a Mega Doug Trio, and it's just, like, 10 Diglett.
And they're not even like piled up like they normally are, they're all just stacked one on top of each other.
Yes! The Leaning Tower of Diglett.
Yet we still don't know what's underneath them.
I mean, if Kangaskhan's Mega Evolution is just taking the baby out of the pouch.
Yeah, and it only adds 100 base stat.
Just make it a Mega
The baby-
Diglett that's 10 times as strong as regular Diglett. I don't care. Okay.
They're probably more busted than Arceus.
Yeah. Now we're in the Persian zone, and Persian is weird.
Okay.
Now, Alolan Persian has a watermelon in its head.
It
Comma.
does.
Comma. Team Rocket's Meowth. Specifically, James and Jesse's Meowth. If that Meowth is able to do it,
I don't think they own Meowth.
And he's their
he's
friend.
a part of their family.
It counts.
So, arguably, there's a little bit of something going on. Also, the fact that for some reason the coin that they have is good luck.
Yeah, and the coin
Oh, yeah,
became
and
a
there's a-
gem, and that gem
And it's attached to their forehead.
is attached to their
Yeah.
forehead, and it glows. According to the Pokedex, it said the gem in its forehead glows on its own.
Exactly. So
And we've
let's look at it
seen
like this.
Giovanni's glow.
Uh-huh.
It's a coin that turns into a gem. This coin also happens to make our money replicate and have no problem with anybody or the economy, which is the real fucking magic there.
Yep. Although I will
Wait.
say that a Alolan Persian gets some negative points because it seems to be a dark type, largely because it is a savage, brutal, spoiled brat.
Okay, but do we really?
Well,
give
wouldn't
a
you be
fuck?
upsetty spaghetti if you had a watermelon in your head too?
True.
So I think that's
This Dex
are-
in Pokemon Shield is funny. Its elegant and refined behavior clashes with that of the barbaric Berserker. The relationship between the two is one of mutual disdain.
I remember reading that and I was like, well, dang.
This is interesting. It's a very haughty Pokemon. Among fans of Persian, the size of the jewel in its forehead is a topic of much talk. And it's still regarded as vicious in the Pokedex. Okay, I'm gonna look at its learned moves and its egg moves to see if it has anything weird. Let's see. It naturally learns Power Gem, which is the only special attack it learns. It learns Play Rough, which is points in my eyes. It can
don't they
manifest
get
money
Thunderbolt too?
with Payday. What?
Can't they get Thunderbolt by TM?
Correct. It also gets Nasty Plot through Level Up, which is an interesting move that things don't always learn. Let's see. It does learn Shadow Ball. It does learn Dark Pulse in its Alolan form. Okay, that's weird. Somehow Dark type Persian learns Burning Jealousy. It can generate fire.
Well, I mean, cats are natural heaters.
Let's see. It can also produce seeds that explode. It can learn... Oh, the original one gets Dark Pulse too. That's worth points. Oh yeah, they learn Thunder! And Icy Wind.
They're cats. Ha!
This cat can breathe ice.
And summon the power of Zeus.
That is what we call a baller.
They also both learn Curse, which manipulates spirit energy, although in this case it just makes them slower and more defensive and stronger. But they do learn Spite, which targets your opponent's ability to exist. And it specifically learns it from breeding with Hisuian Zorua or any of the Vulpix Pokemon lines.
And the Hisuian ones are spiteful spirits, if you've read the Pokédex in Legends
Correct.
Arceus.
They also get weird moves like Hypnosis as egg moves. So you know what? I'm gonna say it right here. I think Alolan Persian, yup, Alolan Persian. I think
That sounds like a
Alolan
brand
Persian.
of lotion.
I was about to say it rubs the lotion on its Persian.
Yeah.
Or else it gets those again.
I think Alolan Persian is perfectly fine and viable. It's a dark type. It's got weird ass fucking powers. Have fun, Jamie.
Yeah.
But I think regular Persian is in the Ninetales camp. It doesn't have the
I could agree with that.
but I think these two, like their Alolan forms, just barely break into being viable due to their weird powers and their lore and things that don't make a whole lot of sense. And for that reason as well, we're gonna just put Golduck up here. I don't think we even need to
'cause
explain. Golduck
Understandable.
should be Psychic type.
The fact that they're not already is something else entirely.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think Arcanine is cool. Did you guys know that Arcanine used to get teleport in Generation 1?
I actually did.
Yeah.
Not.
That said, I don't think an Arcanine can technically teleport. I think it's a lot closer to, like, instant transmission.
I feel like that's a type of teleporting, though.
Yeah, but maybe it's more like Z-vanishing, where, like, it's just that fast. It learns extreme speed, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, because the instant transmission, I believe, in the subs and the manga was called just some type of teleportation.
It's
I could be
technically
wrong on that.
instantaneous movement.
Yeah.
But
I don't know where they got the word transmission from in the English. Though
that's
that was
just
weird.
how they
It's
sometimes they,
in your car.
sometimes what they have to do is change certain phrases to match lip flaps. For example, in Dragon Ball Super, instead of calling it Ultra Instinct, they call it Autonomous Ultra Instinct, because it's probably like Ultra Instincto to. And they have to match all the lip flaps. So
I
they
remember
added
it was, like,
Autonomous
somewhat
for
close
the
in the
extra
Japanese.
things.
We didn't have a one-to-one direct translation.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct on that. But it was something close to autonomous, and they're like, well, it means the same thing.
Yeah. Get some rest, Civ.
Which we can't control if we don't have a one-to-one direct translation of a word.
Mhm.
That's not up to us.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put Arcanine and Hisuian Arcanine in Wanderer. They're not quite viable in my eyes. I don't think they push enough into viability.
I don't even know their movesets, so I can't tell you.
It's mostly just fire. Fire and normal.
Alright. Alexis, do you have Fugi Reactive open?
I can get it open in 1 second.
Yeah,
Okay,
similar.
So it's reactive.fugi.tech. I'll send you the link.
So we're just gonna
Apparently I've been on the website before.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have.
We're gonna do a couple of these quick. Alakazam needs no introduction. It's literally the poster child for psychic abilities.
Don't say anything, Alexis. Just put them in as I say it, as I put them.
And Poliwrath it's got the ability to hypnotize things, which is interesting. And I think as a Poliwhirl, it can get TMs for, like, Psychic. Unless it's just Politoed.
That should be all of them.
Yeah, I kind of want to look up Poliwrath's TMs. I don't think it's going to change my ranking. But if it doesn't actually learn any additional weird special moves, then I think I might knock it down a peg.
Magus, may I ask for Alexis to be flipped right side up?
Yes, I will allow it.
Blessing.
Hang on, I'm still setting it up, sorry.
Yep. No, that's perfect. It gives Magus time to flip you around again.
Alright, no. Polyrath doesn't retain the ability to learn Psychic. So I am dropping it down to Scrap Heap. All it learns is Hypnosis.
Makes sense. It's got the swirly on its belly. It just does that stupid rat meme.
Okay, I think I got it set up.
All right. Well, we'll see in a second.
Do I have to add a new one? Is that the issue?
Is it in your library, or? Because if it is in your library,
There it is.
click the set active.
Oh, it was just taking a second to catch up with us.
Ah, there we go.
So cute. I love it.
Yep. And now, anywhere you go, this is what you will look like.
Rah.
Rah!
Thank you, Fra. You did not have to do that.
You now have knees.
But you're still sitting on a tentacle.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, but it's not Friday.
It's Friday somewhere.
Is it, though? I don't know.
Anyway, Victory Bell, Grass Poison type, so it's kind of in the same not quite viable but not trash tier. Machamp, it's trash. It's literally just a bodybuilder, although it can breathe fire?
I have a joke
reasons
answer for Tentacruel.
I mean, I'm very tempted to put it in viable because it can learn psychic moves.
I was also going to say it should be viable because
Well, yeah, it's viable because everything Tentacruel. It learns Dazzling Gleam.
Hello.
Hi.
my Discord decided to break.
Yeah, my Discord decided to shit the bed.
Yeah, both of ours did.
That sounds about right.
Like, I was in the middle of saying you both have tentacles, so it should be viable.
I was like, since
That's
what?
right.
And then I look at the stream and it's like, why aren't I talking?
Yeah, Discord just shit itself for a solid moment. Like, I couldn't hear either one of you guys.
I knew that this
Can we
creature
put Discord in the scrap heap?
I knew this creature got a weird move. This bitch learns Hex. Naturally.
Which one learns Hex?
Tentacruel.
And it has tentacles. It's on theme.
Yeah, I think we can probably class it in the same area as these other three. It's the mostly simple, but it's got fledgling supernatural abilities that could be tamed and controlled.
Oh, it also got an episode majorly delayed in America by
Yeah,
destroying buildings.
because it got giant. And I'm pretty sure there was a tentacle that learned how to possess people.
I think so?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this right now. Golem's in the trash heap.
Yep.
I can agree with that. Yeah, but what is Golem? Just a rock lizard that looks like a meatball?
Yeah. Galarian Ponyta and Galarian Rapidash. They're
I feel like those ones
interesting.
could be more viable.
They're definitely strongly. I don't know if I'd call them definitely, because they just kind of feel like a horse that has supernatural powers for some reason.
But what about the regular ones? That's my question.
No. Those
Because
things.
the only thing that's like super.
I'm pretty sure the
go
only
ahead.
moves those things learn naturally are fire and normal.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing that's like supernatural about them is the fact they can control their flames not to burn someone.
Yeah.
Besides that, they're just a very fiery horse.
Slowbro and its Galarian counterpart, I think both of them are really interesting. They don't necessarily feel like psychic types to me, though.
I mean, the Galarian version is a mind-controlled puppet.
No, you're thinking Slow King, which we haven't gotten to yet.
Oh. Wait, then what's the Slowbro Galarian one then?
Arm
It has
Blaster.
an arm cannon.
Oh, that's right. I was like, wait, isn't that the one that was my... No. So, well, I mean, an Arm Blaster is pretty fucking...
Cool.
Yeah,
You know, it's pretty fucking dope.
and
If you
it's
think-
all biological. Like, it's said in the Pokedex that their brain powers enhanced because the shelter biting down on their limbs are, like, stimulating their minds.
Yeah, so it's a cognito hazard.
Oh, and I guess the Galarian ones are surviving being poisoned by the shelter.
Which makes no sense. How the fuck is that possible? Especially because the Galarian one is poison type.
Is it just their immune system so slow?
I mean, it probably doesn't metabolize venom because its body would produce it, so it would have the biological function not to metabolize any sort of poison.
It could
And
be
to
like a snake.
actively, yeah, kind of, to actively like go against absorbing toxin.
I think.
Or, you know, as Alexis said, it's gotten used to poison.
Because like a lot of snakes actually can't be poisoned by other snakes, surprisingly.
I think everything that we've discussed means they're at
Related
least
to an
strongly
animal.
viable.
I was on the verge of saying they're not viable, and then I kind of talked myself into it.
Yeah. Like, I was tempted to do something like this, dropping the regular one into Sentinel and the other one into Viable, or maybe either or.
But I think we talked ourselves into the Galarian one being viable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they
both
both
pretty
qualify, but I don't think they're necessarily better than like Galarian Rapidash.
No.
And I don't think they equate to a Clefable.
They are low tier, strongly viable.
Yeah.
Put simply.
How the? How
You know
do we
what?
talk
I'm gonna
ourselves into that.
buff Clefable. I think it's a must-have.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
can agree with that.
Clefable
Wait,
is like the representative of fairy type.
Can we bump Wigglytuff up one then?
Yeah. I'm cool with bumping up Wigglytuff.
Okay.
The only thing holding me back with that is Wigglytuff doesn't really learn a lot of fairy moves naturally.
Yeah, but it does trigger the machines.
That's
you don't
true.
want to piss it off.
Yeah, and not to mention, the Jigglypuff in the anime is a mad lad. Okay.
The Jigglypuff in the
Yeah.
anime is surprisingly sentient
Mm-hmm.
for a Pokemon. Like having the capability
Oh.
to understand things is.
Hang on. And I got another reason for the Wigglytuff line. Because of the anime that you guys just reminded me of. Do you remember when they summoned those giant Pokemon from those ancient
That's
relics?
right! The giant Jigglypuff beat back the
Yeah.
giant Alakazam and Gengar.
Yeah.
Shit, wait, does that mean that Wigglytuff has to be a must-have?
I think so. Because it's part of an ancient lure.
Lure. You know what? Fuck it, sure.
Yeah.
I gotta win. By the way, for do you get this funny? Find this funny? I just got a Galarian Slowpoke in Wonder Trade.
I don't know where. Okay, I accidentally dropped Kangaskhan into Johto somewhere. I'm just gonna put it here. I don't think that's where it goes, but okay. I really want to put Farfetch'd in here because there's nothing more supernatural than a near 100% crit rate combining Affection, the Leak, and Brave Bird. But
It's also a bird that is a sword.
They took away its ability to use Return and Brave Bird. My two favorite moves on a Farfetch'd.
So
it's
would
also
we
a
have
bird that knows swordsmanship.
Will we have that as a high tier, strongly viable, and have that be like the highest bar for what a strongly viable is?
Unfortunately, I don't think I can give it points. It learns Night Slash, but that's literally
Does
just.
it learn by level?
That's just crossroads killing. That's what it literally translates to. It's a samurai.
Doesn't it have a dark version?
No, they have a fighting
It has
type
a fighting
version.
Once again,
What's
it's a bird that knows swordsmanship.
Yeah, what's the one that has that giant ass sword?
Surfetch.
I don't think we can find enough reasons to bump it higher than Echo.
Fine. I do find it interesting that for
It gets
bird-
cursed.
Yeah,
I
but
find
that
it funny
just
that
affects
for
its
a-
speed.
It can summon the sun.
Yeah, but a lot of things can. I don't think I can rank Dodrio any higher than Echo either. It's got 3 heads, and 3 stomachs, and 3 other things.
And its Pokédex is really sus.
Yeah. Let's see. Dugong, that's literally just a fucking dugong with a horn. Fuck you.
It breathes ice?
That's biological. They got, like, freeze pouches.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Ice type is wholly biological. Every single ice type Pokemon is ice type because it's biology.
Counterpoint.
What about Sneasel?
It can breathe ice. It lives in cold areas. And I think its claws are also considered icicles.
What about Frostlass?
Literally a ghost.
That freezes people and kidnaps them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no biology. It's a ghost.
Yeah,
It's a
but at that
ghost.
point, it's a ghost type already.
Well, you said any ice type in biology, so.
Yeah, but it already
When we get to-
classifies for ghost.
When we get
Yeah, I
to
know.
Owen, I have a very good question about Glalie.
Sure. Okay, first off, Muck.
No.
As much as I like Muck, I
It's-
think it's a no. If anything, it
the only
does
thing super-
get some weird moves, which would put it in Echo.
What about its ability to smell through its Pokeball? I think it's the only Pokemon that can do that.
That's true.
Hmm.
But I do have one argument that might put Alolan Muck one step higher into either Wanderer or Sentinel. The power of alchemy. This thing has a hidden ability named the power of alchemy, and it just gains the ability of a fainted ally.
Oh, and it also shifts its colors through its body.
Yeah.
Wait. What does this do?
The power of alchemy is a unique ability that when an ally Pokemon is defeated, that ally's ability is transferred to Muck.
So it's like skill thief. Or
Yes.
Skill borrowing, rather.
Essentially. Let's see. Can Muck learn any weird moves?
I would say for the sole reason that it is able to defy a Pokeball, which is technology, that's already pretty like non-scientific. Like that's pretty outside of the realm of science to defy science so blatant and brazenly.
It also says that chemical reactions of different poisons occurring within Muck's body is the source of its vitality.
So it feeds off of itself to survive, and then it also bends the laws of reality.
It does not produce a foul stench, unlike Cantonian Muck, because it just keeps the toxins in its body.
So it is a self-sustaining...
I mean, it can eat
It can
trash.
Okay.
So this thing is a recycling machine.
This thing is the Sun and Dyson sphere. It can add more stuff to fuel the sun, and then it just self-sustains. You know what? Set this fucker to yellow.
Let's see. Alolan Muck.
And it gets some weird moves too, because I've tried to use the Alolan Muck.
It's so stinky! Muck's body contains toxic elements, and any plant will wilt when it passes by.
Wait, and also, they get the elemental punches.
Yes. Muck can punch. Muck can generate ice. Muck can generate lightning.
And fire. Oh, and Drain Punch too, if I remember correctly, or
It
Brick
does.
Break, one of the two.
It does. Let's see. Regular Muck gets the naturally learned move Memento, which sacrifices itself to curse the enemy with lower stats.
I feel like we could argue if they get bumped up one tier each.
Let's see. They get Confuse Ray, Hex, Imprison. Now that's interesting. Imprison is a binding move that removes the opponent's ability to use any move that you know.
Yeah, I feel like we can bump them up one tier both. I haven't used the Alolan Muck too much.
Other point. Alolan Muck gets Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse. And Pain Split, which means it has the ability to, like, transmit pure pain between itself and its enemy. That is supernatural as fuck. It can hurt itself and hurt you at the same time. So yeah, I think Muck is not viable, but Alolan Muck is. The extra moves it gets, its ability being Power of Alchemy, I think that's just enough to put a viable reason to use Alolan Muck in Sentinel.
Someone asked you a question about Alolan Ninetales.
No. Right up here. Strongly viable.
Yeah, I was like, I thought we put it in viable.
Yeah. Anything flammable
I wasn't
with
here for that.
hands should have access to Fire Punch. Yeah, I would agree. We're gonna do a few things that are just rapid fire quick. Should be at the very, very top, not gonna lie, because Alolan Ninetales is literally perfect. The mystery, the myth, the legends. Tell you what. I do think Alolan Ninetales is better at being a fairy type than Alolan Alolan Raichu and Alolan Persian are at being their respective types. We're bumping this into definitely viable.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see it. Wait, what about regular Ninetales then? Because it has a lot of like myths around it too.
That would be the first Pokemon to be in strongly viable, but not have any of the types.
I mean, that matches its whole thing though, because it gets a lot of Psychic type moves.
Hang on, let me check. I want to see if. Oh right, it does learn
And it gets Shadow
extrasensory
Ball.
by level up. You know what? You've talked me into it. I think Ninetales counts as strongly viable. Where was its Pokedex number? Fuck it, I don't care
know.
anymore. We're gonna rapid fire a few of these. Cloyster, nothing. Gengar, literally a ghost. Hypno, literally a pervert.
It should be named Herbert.
I love Kingler, but there's nothing supernatural about it. That's a crab.
It gets an amazing beard when it Gigantamaxes.
True. They might be possessed Pokeballs, but that doesn't make them supernatural. The fact that Hisuian Electrode exists is proof that they're more biological than supernatural.
True, and they fall from trees in Legends Arceus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I had a question about the muck.
Yeah?
When the Hisuian Pokeballs were more popular, those were just pretty much wooden with a latch.
Sure.
So, and muck smells through the current day ones that are metal.
It probably did
So,
smell through the other ones.
Well, and wood is known for getting really smelly really quick. So how bad did that Pokeball have to smell if you caught a muck in it?
Like my mother's foot.
I don't know your mother, so I'm not going to speak on this.
So the fact that Alolan Ninetales awakened to draconic abilities is interesting to me.
Wait, Alolan what?
Alolan Executor.
I'm still confused on how that's a dragon.
Yeah, but you want to know the weirder part? They have the exact same move set as as regular Executor. The only difference I'm seeing here is it learns Dragon Hammer on level up. And it gets a few Dragon-type TMs and a few more offensive moves.
What the heck is Dragon Hammer?
The tree falls down and hits somebody in the face.
I don't think that's very magical. That's just literally smacking a bitch.
But honestly, they're already competent psychic Pokemon. The only thing holding Alolan Executor back is it loses its type.
Well, I mean, I guess it evolves from a psychic type, technically.
Yeah, I think Alolan Executor is viable, but regular Executor is strongly viable.
I can agree with that.
Actually, you know what? A regular Executor is definitely viable. That is a very competent psychic type.
I agree with your placement on Alolan, though, because, like, I don't... I don't know why it's a dragon.
Yeah. The dragon type
It's a
isn't really
monster.
helping it. Now, this one... I'm gonna put Alolan Marowak in definitely viable, because it's not a ghost itself, but it's wielding supernatural spirit energy.
If I remember correctly, doesn't the Pokédex says that it uses its mom's spirit?
Kind of? It's more like
Or like the...
It's like a ritual thing. It seemed to gain these powers by, like, performing nightly dances and rituals.
Oh yeah, and also, it's the one form of Marowak I actually like.
That said, I think we can all agree that regular Marowak is just not viable.
I can agree to that.
Similarly, let's dump some of these dumb bitches. The two Hitmons, they're not viable. And while we're here, Seeking is not viable. It's total trash. Weezing is weird. It learns a bunch of spiritual moves for no reason. It can manipulate...
Why is Galarian Weezing?
It can manipulate dark auras. It can learn fucking Shadow Ball. And then Galarian Weezing has a hat.
It's Dima Weezing.
Yeah. I think we're gonna call it technically viable, but I don't know if I want to use it.
I don't know why it's a fairy type. Is it because of the mustache?
Maybe. And it seems to, like, purify toxins instead of producing it.
Oh yeah, Weezing changes forms based off air pollution.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna make Starmie definitely viable. It's literally a space star. And alright.
It evolves with a rock.
I hate to say this. Mr. Mime is probably one of the most viable options.
True, it makes invisible, tangible objects.
Yeah. A Mr. Mime would be the greatest thief. It could look at a keyhole and make a key.
It could... Kids, don't make your Mr. Mimes do this. It could probably make a gun and rob a bank.
Yeah, and it would just hold a finger gun out.
Only thing it can't do is bring your father back with the milk.
Yup. Alright, a Jinx, I think we can also say is definitely viable.
Like, didn't we also see Mr. Mime trap people in a box in the anime?
Yes.
Like, multiple times? Okay, which one are we on now?
Electabuzz and Magmar.
I don't think either one of those are really that viable. I could be wrong, though.
Oh, I've got some interesting things to say about those two. But I just have to look something up to be specific. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So, actually, you know what? There is one thing else I want to look up. Because Gen 1 has some weird TM interactions. Yup. So, you want to know something really funky about Electabuzz?
Okay, go for it. Sorry, I had to go pee really bad.
You're fine. In Generation 1, Electabuzz can learn Psychic, Teleport, Reflect. It gets Light Screen by level up, I think. It gets Light Screen by level up nowadays. I don't know if it got it back then. And Psywave.
Okay. I feel like you could argue Electabuzz, but Magmortar is the one that I'm kind of hesitant on, because most of its moves come from its biology of being a fire
Are you
duck.
sure about this?
I'm just saying most. I'm not saying all.
Because when I move over to Magmar, nowadays, Confuse Ray, Psychic.
It gets psychic now?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
It maintains its ability to learn Psychic. Electabuzz did not. And in Gen 1, it also got Psychic, Teleport, and Psywave. I'm gonna put them in technically viable, but they're probably not gonna be used. Hi, Nyx. Hi, Minnow. Seeking is nice, but pretty doesn't mean good. Alright, I get to
Isn't most of Seeking's moves also its biology?
Mm-hmm. I have to be pretty mean here. I'm sorry, Bongo S, but your species is not supernatural. Your luck and ability to survive immediate bullshit is your unique ability, not all Pinsir.
The only thing supernatural is how bad its moves.
Yeah. And similarly, I have to put the entire brood of 4 Tauros into the trash heap. Yes, it's a bull that can breathe fire, but that's biology, yo.
The only one I feel like you could argue is the water type one.
And even that's biology. It uses its horns. It shoots water. I'm gonna say that Gyarados is only not viable. It's not trash. Its Mega Evolution is Dark type due to its savagery. And it's like
It can summon a Twister?
Yeah, that's kinda neat. But I don't think it bumps it into viable at the end of the day.
It can summon beams from its mouth?
Every Pokemon can.
It's a fish.
Alright, we've been going for an hour and 18 minutes so far, so I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit.
Oh, it also gets Dark Pulse.
It still doesn't bump it into viable, but I'll put it into not quite viable.
And it also gets a Hurricane.
No. Ditto, I'm sorry, you don't count. Kangaskhan.
Is there anything supernatural about Kangaskhan?
No. Except that when it's born, it has a baby in its pouch.
Yeah, but a lot of Pokemon are born with stuff like that.
I hate to say it, but the Eevee line is not that very viable at all. It's gonna be the same with the fossils.
I think the only thing you can argue for the Eevees is Shadow Ball, probably.
Mm-hmm. But if Ditto transforms into Mr. Mime, it gains the abilities of Mr. Mime temporarily. That doesn't mean that Ditto is Team Soul viable. This is ranking Ditto on its own, not its ability to transform. The only thing supernatural about Snorlax is that Ash's new 10 moves.
You can also use it as a trampoline.
True.
Is there really nothing supernatural about Snorlax? I'm not asking to get it bumped up a tier. I'm just confused.
Ah, it's just a sleepy thing, and it learns the moves a normal type can learn. Which is to say, a
It gets
little bit of
metronome.
everything.
It gets metronome.
Yes. That's why it's an echo and not trash.
I'm sorry, how do you charm someone when you look like a Snorlax while you're asleep?
You go, yeah, Snorlax.
It gets metronome twice.
I learned it by
Oh, it also gets
TM,
Shadow Ball.
and I think,
At level 1.
yeah, level 1 or through Munchlax, something like that.
It also gets Ice Beam? What the heck is wrong with this thing?
Gen 1 normal type. I'm gonna
And it gets
put,
Curse. This one is weird.
I'm gonna put the birds, their Galarian and regular counterparts. So we're gonna
Where are
have
you
a
putting them?
corollary here. Any legendary that suits the type and like the vibes instantly counts as viable. There's like must have. So
I can agree to that.
Galarian, Moltres, and Articuno count. Whereas the not as cool legendary varieties fall into viable, not for the sake of using them, but for the sake of capturing them so no one else can use them. These are creatures
And
of
they're
myth
also
that need
part-
to be studied.
You literally just stole the words right out of my mouth.
Dragonite.
It's a major part of myths and legends, and people thought it didn't exist for a long period of time.
That's true. There's also a giant Dragonite. And this creature can somehow fly despite having teeny tiny little wings.
It's
But
like a bee.
Yeah, but it also, like, I'm pretty sure it manipulates air currents. But is it the best representative of dragon type?
Well, it's a dragon type that a lot of people think of when you ask, hey, what's a dragon type Pokemon?
I'm gonna say for lore reasons, it gets bumped into must-have. But, like, I don't think Garchomp would be Sovereign. I think it would just be Vanguard.
I can agree to that.
We're gonna put
Honestly-
Mew and Mewtwo up there.
Honestly, you put Dragonite a lot higher than I would have. Well, not much higher.
I kind of prefer it indefinitely viable.
Yeah, like, I think it's a definitely viable, but I don't think it's a must-have.
Okay, I'm gonna do what I did with the Kanto trio. Johto trio is also not viable. I don't think any of them count necessarily as total trash. But I would say Hisuian Typhlosion is strongly viable. Unfortunately, we're about to hit a slew of things that just don't work. Furret, no. Noctowl counts as viable. It learns, like, all the appropriate moves. It's just in the Persian and Golduck situation where they wanted it to... They definitely wanted to give it a different typing, but they didn't.
Which one?
Noctowl.
Yeah.
Should have been a
I mean,
psychic
it does
type.
get... It's in a similar situation to, like, Vulpix.
Yeah.
And
It
the
gets-
Psyplatypus.
It gets quite a few things on level up. And I know I
and
taught
it can also
Dazzling
manage
Gleam.
to hit Ghost.
Hmm?
Noctowl can hit Ghost.
Not with its normal moves. It doesn't have Scrappy.
It has Foresight.
That's true, but I think that's biological. I mean, it's
I don't know,
the
not many Pokemon
animation
get it, so-
uses a magnifying glass.
Yeah, but the anime is just, it stares at it.
Let's see what we see in the anime.
I just have something funny. Just imagine you're in the middle of a Pokemon battle, and your Noctowl gives you a 1-second finger with its wing, and it goes through like your bag looking for a magnifying glass.
Let's see. Hoot Hoot's eyes glow red and it releases a red beam of light or a pulse of energy from its body, undoing illusions it hits. It can also reveal invisible ghost types. Oh! Ash's Noctowl can use Foresight as X-ray vision.
So it's Superman?
Yeah, Ash's Noctowl can undo illusions with Foresight, reveal invisible ghost Pokemon, make them vulnerable to normal and fighting type moves, and see through solid objects.
I feel like that's pretty supernatural.
And then there's a Shuppet that uses this move. It releases a light blue force field from its body that expands around, revealing invisible objects. Yeah, so this is literally detective vision. You know what? There you go, Noctowl. You're strongly viable.
I wasn't even arguing for it to be strongly viable. I just didn't want it to be completely in the bottom.
No, Noctowl is the same tier as Ninetales. They're both deserving of a supernatural type. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about Ariados. Crobat's cool, though, so it goes into Echo instead of Trash.
It gets supersonic, I think, if you want to argue for the Crobat.
That's Sonar. That's biological.
Oh yeah, it's a bat.
I'm gonna say that Xatu is strongly viable. I don't think we really need to go too much into detail about it. It's mostly a bird, but it can see through the future and the past all at once.
Yeah, and it sometimes gets petrified of the future that it sees.
Ampharos,
So
the
it's
only
not
cool
doing-
thing about it is it can become a dragon. Blossom gets a handful of fairy moves, but I don't think I would bump it above Echo. Azumarill is insane.
They did kind of nerf Azumarill, though, by making its belly drum an egg move.
Still not difficult to get. And even without it, just huge power Aqua Jet is pretty powerful.
True.
I am gonna say, though, I don't think it bumps into must-have. I almost don't think it's... Yeah, I'm not gonna say that it's actually definitely viable. Because when I look at an Azumarill, I don't see, like, a Trickster Fae. It's kind of just a muscle-bound brute.
For which one?
Azumarill.
No, I agree with that. Like, is it weird I don't know why it got fairy type?
Yeah, you know, I don't know why. Maybe they just wanted a physical attacking fairy type. I'm sorry, Sudowoodo, you're trash. Polytoad, you're not viable. Jumpluff, you're not viable.
Wait, are we sure it's not? Are we sure it's not viable for Polytoad?
It's pure water type. It learns Psychic by TM, I think.
It gets perished, though.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily supernatural. I don't think it's viable overall. Sunflora is just a plant. I'm willing to put it into not quite viable. I'm sorry, Mr. Quagsire, but you're not cool enough. Umbreon and Espeon are definitely viable. I don't think that we have to mention specifically why there. I think we can argue that both Slowkings count as definitely viable.
Yeah, they're being controlled.
Well, the second one is. The Galarian one is. The original one is just benefiting from the knowledge.
Yeah, fair.
Unknown is technically definitely viable.
Are you sure you want it to be viable, though? Because it only gets one move.
Yeah, but we're looking at lore here as well. It counts as a legendary that we would need to catch at least one of.
Oh yeah, and Legends Arceus makes you go catch all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And its body is like 28 different forms, right?
26 are available, just the letters. And I think when you get all the letters, then the exclamation point and question mark spawn.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't get why you need all 26 for those two to appear.
I don't know. I could put Wobbuffet higher, but because of its extremely limited move pool and the fact that it's literally just a punching bag being controlled by an unknown, I'm just going to call it viable.
Is it an unknown, though? Because it has 2 eyes.
Fine, it's 2 unknown.
Okay, fair enough. I always thought it was like something like kind of similar to like the tail situation of, what's it called? Girafarig.
It could be. Huh. Could be something like that too.
Also, where does its female form get the lipstick from?
Internet. All right, some rapid fire ones.
Internet shopping. Was internet shopping a thing in 1999? I don't think it was.
Fortress Steelix, no.
One's just a pine cone in steel.
Yeah.
And the other one's just a steel snake.
Granbull is weird.
It's classified as the fairy Pokemon.
Yeah. And I guess you could see it as one of those, like, fey dogs from Celtic myth. But it also doesn't really match the vibes, so I think that keeps it out of higher tiers and just makes it technically viable.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's always giving me, like, Full Metal Alchemist vibes, and I can never explain why.
Alright. I have to do this to Quillfish. And Scizor. And Shuckle. And Heracross.
But Shuckle can produce the most amount of damage any Pokemon can ever do.
It's still not viable. It's all biological. Although it does have a weird ability to manipulate its stats. So...
Oh yeah, it also makes juice.
Yeah. I'm gonna put Ursaring here solely because of Ursaluna, which we'll get to later. With cross-gen evolutions. Macargo
Ursaring's always been like a weird one to me.
Yeah. The cargo is hotter than the sun, so I think that classifies it out of trash. Corsola is
And
trash,
it also
though.
doesn't kill anyone somehow.
Yeah. Octillery's trash. Delibird is Santa.
Wait, so
Mantine's
Chitonian
trash,
one is trash.
Skarmory's
What about the
trash.
Larian? Ring
Which-
Porcela.
We'll get to it. It's not on this list yet because it's got a cross-gen evolution.
Oh, that's right.
Or a regional evolution, rather. So the thing with
Is it bad
Houndoom,
thing with Houndoom?
you're starting to realize that a good chunk of Dottie's Revenge Fakemon are viable for Team Soul. Well, yeah. Because the Team Soul viable Pokemon are the most fun kind of Pokemon to make. I'm going to say Houndoom is strongly viable. Because it has some weird abilities that basically cause anyone afflicted by its burn to be burned forever.
It's also based off Cerberus.
Kingdra, must have. I think Kingdra is definitely viable, not must have. Kingdra, I think, is the best example of like a regal dragon.
I always liked how it didn't fit the stereotypical dragon either.
Don fan, no. Smeargle, you get bumped up to not viable just because of your ability to mimic any move in existence. Hitmontop, Miltank, Blissey. The legendary beasts classify as viable strictly for the sake of capture and because they're creatures of myth. And I'm gonna say the
Wait,
same.
are you sure we can't count Donphan?
It's just an elephant tire, bro.
It gets a lot of fairy type moves, surprisingly.
What kind of fairy moves?
It gets Play Rough as one of them.
And?
There's Charm.
That doesn't count. That's a cutesy move.
Hang on, there was another one. You said something about exploding seeds earlier. It gets Seed Bomb, I think it said.
Yeah, but that's just a grass move. I think it's just weird for Persian to have access to that. Alright, I'm gonna put the regional Lugia and Ho-Oh also inviable for the sake of capture.
Okay, this isn't an argument for Donphan, this is just more of a what the heck moment. How the heck does it use Helping Hands? It doesn't have hands.
It's just a move that helps the other ally use a stronger attack. It's just power sharing. It's like in Dragon Ball Z when someone holds up their hand and funnels their ki into another person.
Are elephant hooves hands now?
I guess. Ho-Oh resurrected 3 Pokemon and made them more powerful. True, but I would never use them in Team Soul. They would just be captured so that they could be studied. And that's the only reason I'm not putting them higher, unless they match the type, which would bump them into Sovereign. The thing about Lugia, though, is why the fuck is it a Psychic type and not a Water type?
Because Arceus hates it.
That's what throws me off with Lugia, and why I think it's just gonna sit here, inviable. Ho-Oh should have access to Revival Blessing? Agreed!
Why doesn't it, actually?
I don't know.
Pokemon logic. Fix your logic.
Okay, here's another oddball one. Tyranitar does not qualify.
No, I can agree with that one.
Its dark typing largely comes from its savage nature. There's not much that's technically supernatural about it. And as cool as it is, it's just Godzilla.
Yeah, like, I don't think there's too much supernatural about the lizard.
Celebi's a must-have. It's literally a time-traveling fairy. Without being fairy type. Alright, boys.
Yeah, I don't get why that wasn't changed.
It's time for a slew of disappointments.
Yeah, literally there is nothing that you could argue for Tyranitar, except for maybe Nightmare.
Sceptile,
Literally
Blaziken,
nothing.
Swampert, not viable. Not a single starter Pokemon has been Team Soul viable so far.
Yeah, and Sceptile can only temporarily turn into a dragon.
Yeah, that is what keeps it in Echo. And the fact the other two are in Echo as well is mostly because they're Mega Evolutions, and the fact that I'm biased, and this list is ultimately my choice.
I feel like you could argue Swampert going down, because it's
Yeah.
Mega, it's Mega Skip Leg Day.
Yeah, but I don't like separating the starters unless there's an obvious reason to. Unfortunately, the mighty dog of Team Sky is not viable in Team Soul. Yes, it's a dark type, but you want to know why it's a dark type? It's because it's a fucking maned wolf.
But, like, every evil team uses it.
Yeah. Because it's the classic dark type, like, thug dog.
And you can give it belly scratches.
Mm-hmm. I have to say the same to Lanoon, though. I don't want to put Lanoon low, because Lanoon is super helpful, just in its mere existence. Pickup, belly drum, getting the speed, the extreme speed Zigzagoon and evolving it. It's got...
Pulls items out of nowhere that don't affect the economy somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets the elemental fangs. Like, they're... For Mighty Yenna, rather. But that's what puts it in not viable. I don't think Mighty Yenna has enough to bump it 2 tiers.
If the elemental fangs were enough, then I would have set them for Donphan.
Yeah. The highest ranking I could physically give Mighty Yenna is Wanderer.
Where did you put Donphan again?
It's down here in Scrap.
Oh, I see. The poor tire.
Yeah.
It carried me through Paldea. Believe it or not, it was actually my ace on my team somehow.
That's fun. I'm just... The Dustox and Beautifly can get some weird moves. Dustox gets Psybeam, I believe. And fucking
I think both of them get
Beautifly...
Confusion.
Yeah, I think so, or something like that. Beautifly's scary. This thing will sip the life essence out of people with its proboscis. That is a dangerous fucking bitch. But it's not
I don't
supernatural.
want that butterfly. I don't want that butterfly near me now.
Yeah, no, it's scary shit. Ludicolo. I mean, the fact that it's a Kappa gives it bonus points, but I think those points are just enough to be a high tier not viable.
Yeah, and only lure I can use is real life lure here, where it uses dancing to summon weather.
Mm-hmm. That said,
It's one of the few Pokemon that actually show us the dance too.
That's true. I think Shiftry is worth strongly viable. It is a dark type. It does have weird moveset issues, but it's also directly based on a yokai. It's a Tengu.
And it also looks like Pervy Sage.
Yeah. It looks like a ninja. I think it could be totally cool. I'm sorry, Swallow, you're
Oh, yeah.
just a bird. I'm sorry,
And
Pelipper.
technically it gets the Rasengan.
You're just a bird. Yes, it does. It can use the Rasengan. It's got wind release, guys.
Except for it's the dark Rasengan with Shadow Ball.
Let's see. Although I can't remember its stat spread, whether it's a physical attacker or a special attacker.
I think it's physical.
Yeah, I want... So many Pokemon in the early generations were fucked over by getting special types and physical stats.
Yeah, and then Sceptile had the reverse issue when Gen 4 happened.
Mm-hmm. Its signature move
Sceptile.
became physical. I don't think I have to explain why Gardevoir is a must-have.
Oh, I guess you could technically argue that it could be more of a split attacker because it's only a 10-point difference.
Oh, that's good. Breloom, that's another, like, poison mushroom thing. Which just kind of sticks it in the same category as Vileplume and all the other sentient plants. I'm sorry, Slacking. And you know what? This is going to be an upset. Ninjask is scrap. And Shedinja's must have. Ninjask itself is just a ninja bug. But Shedinja literally spawns from a molting ninja, or a molting Nincada. There we go. And it's dead. It's got a unique ability. It's weird as fuck.
So is Shiftry. What the heck? I'm reading Shifttree's move pool. It is so weird.
Yeah.
It knows water style.
It has water style jutsu?
It has chilling water as a TM.
That's fucking weird. Are you saying that we need to do like a ninjutsu run where we can only use moves that sound like they're ninja moves?
Chilling water style jutsu. Magical leaf jutsu.
Water release. Water release. Chilling water.
Bullet seed.
Oh no, Bullet Seed is definitely a jutsu. It's one of those breath attacks from Naruto, where they're always breathing out elemental attacks.
Or I was thinking or it could be like water pistol.
I feel
jutsu.
I feel bad for Xploud. I really think it should rank higher than Scrap, but it's literally just a sentient pipe organ.
It knows Heat Wave too.
God, this makes me want to use Shiftry in something so much.
It's not even done yet. It also gets Leaf Sturm.
Yeah. So this thing is a fucking ninja.
Hang on, it's not even the wackiest thing that it gets either. It's still going.
Oh god.
Vacuum Wave. Weather Ball Jutsu.
Weather Ball is literally a fucking jutsu. The weather going on affects your jutsu and makes it stronger.
Okay, if this does not scream like it could be a jutsu name, then I'm kind of surprised. Petal Blizzard.
You know what? Shiftry, you get bumped up a tier.
I wasn't even trying to do that. I just wanted to know what it was like. Did my curiosity just get it bumped up?
Yes. I mean, technically, it shouldn't matter that it learns all these weird ass moves, but the fact that it just
But it
has
does.
so many of them.
That wasn't even all of them either.
Yeah. Okay, so Hariyama, just a sumo wrestler. The thing about Delcatty that pisses me off the most, its ability Normalize literally takes the supernatural out of every move. Every move Delcatty uses becomes normal type. That, to me, is offensive. And while I should probably be questioning how the fuck it turns a bolt of lightning into a normal type attack that can hurt ground types and not ghosts.
Hey, are you ready to hear one of the other weird moves that the Nuzleaf
God,
gets?
what did you find?
Rock Slide.
So it's got Earth Style. Not to mention, it also has Nature Power in its level up moveset, which is another Jutsu type attack that changes depending on the environment.
It knows Air Cutter, so it cuts the air.
It's got Wind Style. We've determined this. It's
Yep.
got
Energy
every
Ball.
nature release. It uses
Energy Ball's literally just a Rasengan,
Yeah.
but with leaves.
Yeah. Does it have any electric moves? Because that might be the only, like, basic nature release that it doesn't have.
I don't think it does, but let me re-look at it.
It might learn Thunder Wave.
Might we check in previous generations?
Go ahead.
Because all this weird stuff was just in Gen 8 or 9.
Alright, let's keep going with this list. Sableye
Those
is a
extra
must-have.
sensory.
We don't have to explain why it's a must-have. It's a must-have.
Hey, Magus. Shift Tree knows Vegeta's signature move of blowing itself up.
It learns oh yeah, it gets Explosion from being a C-Dot.
Why does it get rollout?
C-Dot.
Why does C-Dot get rollout?
It's an acorn. Let's see. Mawile is another yokai. It's fairy type. So I'm gonna put it up in strongly viable right up next to our friends Zatu and Azumarill. Aggron, I'm sorry. There's nothing supernatural
Will-O-Wisp?
about you. Medicham, though, I would say it's either viable or strongly viable.
Wait a minute, can't Nature Power turn into an electric type move?
I don't think so. Does it get Terrain Pulse?
Wait, I think it gets Terra Blast.
I'm gonna say Medicham. I feel like Medicham is more of a fighting type, especially with its ability that doubles its attack stat.
Hey, technically, because of Terra Blast, it can get Lightning Release.
Right, but that would just be a specific shift tree that has lightning release because it's been imbued temporarily with electric powers.
Kakashi was temporarily imbued with the Sharingan.
That's true. And it's not like you have to be good at a certain nature release to be able to do jutsu. Technically, anyone can learn any kind of jutsu. It's just easier for you to learn ones with nature releases you are good at.
Am I allowed to say Boruto stuff yet?
Yes, it's been 10,000 years.
Okay, because in Boruto, we see Naruto use Earth style.
Well, yeah, because by the end of his series, he became Ninja Jesus and gained, basically, he got full proficiency in every single basic nature release and learned a bunch of Keki Genkai because all of the tailed beasts gave their signature moves to him.
Yeah, but I don't think he kept all of them.
Oh no, he did. He can still use all of those ridiculous, overpowered elemental Rasengans.
True, and it's not like he can't ask them for help anyways.
Yeah. You're right, he never fucking uses them. He uses them in like one attack, where he has a Rasengan for every single tailed beast. And I think that's the only time I've seen him use things like Magnet Release and Lava Release.
And true, because he's not proficient with them, I wonder how draining it has to be on his body.
More or less fine, I guess. But originally, Naruto was only really good at using wind. He could...
And even that he wasn't very good at.
Well, more like his trouble was he had too much goddamn chakra. So it was always
True.
a pain to control the chakra.
Oh yeah, because he was a Uzumaki with the Nine Tails, so that's just chakra on top of chakra.
Exactly. Uzumaki have an insane chakra pool on their own. But you believe Aang can save the world. Oh, that's great. Okay, it's already past 6 a.m. or 4 a.m., so we're going to sit here and kind of knock out the last of these guys real quick.
I'm just looking at how weird
Okay.
Shift Tree is.
I'm gonna say Manectric is not viable. It's just an electric wolf. That's all purely biological. Plusle and Minun annoy me, so they're not viable. Volbeat and Illumise are trash, because I say so. Swalot is cool. Swalot can hang, but it's not Team Soul viable. Sharpedo is just a half shark. It's not quite viable. It's just a savage dark type. It's not a supernatural dark type. Whalelord's not viable. Camerupt is literally just a volcano camel. Torkoal is literally just a fire turtle. Grumpig can hang. Steam Release has melted Sasuke's Susanoo ribcage. How has Naruto never used these things? Just remember the Kaguya clan can absorb jutsu. That is true. And that's why Naruto punched one of the, Otsutsuki? Otsutsuki. That's why Naruto used Baryon form to punch the Otsutsuki to death.
Yeah, and Taijutsu is like the only way that you can really do anything to him.
Mm-hmm. But props to Naruto for being one of the best Taijutsu masters in the current day. He went from just being a brawler to being one of the most competent hand-to-hand fighters that the Leaf has.
Keep in mind, Rock Lee's, I can't remember if he's a Chunin or a Jonin in Boruto. And all he knows is Taijutsu.
Jonin at this point.
True, Naruto did promote a lot of people too.
Yeah, and I also think it's funny that Naruto is still technically a Genin.
I feel like once you get Hokage status, I think you get the automatic upgrades.
Yeah, but he never technically was promoted to Chunin, and therefore he could have never been promoted to Jonin, which means he's the first ever Genin to become a Hokage.
True, because the first two, the rankings didn't really exist. Yeah, lightning release is the only thing that Shift Tree cannot use.
God, that is so
And
funny.
all of its
That is so funny.
There's only like 2 moves that you could argue, but I don't remember the second one.
We're gonna put Spinda in not viable. The only reason I'm not putting it in trash is it's funny.
Who do you think Metal's mother is?
Metally?
Yeah.
I don't know. She could be a civilian.
It could be, what's her name? The one who runs the weapon shop. 1010?
Yeah, but I don't think it's 1010. I haven't seen enough Baruto to really know what Metal Lee does. But I don't
Very much the
think...
same exact thing.
Exactly. The fact that Metal Lee doesn't show off any other skills outside of what his dad and Might Guy do makes me think that Metal Lee's mother is not a ninja.
Also, it's... do you remember in Shippuden where we actually saw Might Guy use ninjutsu?
I mean, I know in his Night Guy form, he does a bunch of strange air pressure techniques that create, like, giant fucking tigers.
He also can do the summoning jutsu, which is a ninjutsu.
True.
I like the turtle because it just backstasses everyone.
Yeah. The thing with Rock Lee is he can't mold chakra, which means he can't create ninjutsu. He can't change chakra from what it is in his body. Therefore, all he can do is use chakra at its base level. He can tree climb, he can run on water, he can enhance the power of his punch. It's kind of like if a Dragon Ball character could never fire a ki blast, but still had access to ki. So basically Videl, because we never see Videl throwing a ki blast.
Oh yeah, I don't remember when this was shown, but Might Guy does have mastery over fire and lightning release.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Fire is the most common release in Konoha, because it's the land of fire. And lightning is Kakashi's favorite thing, and Might Guy and...
They're rivals.
Yeah.
I guess he just... Taijutsu. It says that he prefers it to inspire his students, mostly.
Yeah, because anyone can learn how to punch good.
Also, I think he also got to, like, his tuning level with just Taijutsu alone, didn't he?
Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna say that Cacturn's not viable. It feels like it's only Dark type because it's a Savage Hunter and an Ambush Predator.
I don't think Cacturn gets anything weird.
Yeah, I don't think it do. The thing to me that points Altaria into viable is its lore and its connection to a Chinese dragon of some kind, I want to say. But it also doesn't really feel like a dragon, and I think that's what keeps it out of the upper tiers, but it's still technically viable. Zangoose and Seviper are cool. They can hang. Solrock and Lunatone, those are definitely viable.
Hey, you could use Cacturn in your ninja run if you ever do that.
Correct.
It gets a lot of the same stuff that Shift Tree does, but not enough of it to make its position change.
Yeah. I think Whiscash is just not viable. Chronont, I think, is another edge. It's like Cacturn in that it's just a savage dark type, but it's got, like, so close to potential interesting studies.
It also has really high crit rate ratios in its moves.
I feel like Claydol is a must-have. It's literally a doll.
It's a floating doll.
Yeah, it's a floating... It's a puppet. It's a fucking puppet.
Oh yeah, don't forget to remind me when we get to
Glalie.
Yeah, that thing.
Lilip and Armaldo, I'm gonna put them in not quite viable. I think they're more interesting than the Kanto fossils, so we're gonna bump them up just a little bit, but that's it. I'm gonna put Milotic up here as well. Cast Form I'm also gonna put up here because Cast Form is adorable.
It changes with the weather,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Kecleon I'm also gonna say is not quite viable.
It likes to try scamming people
Yeah.
in Mystery Dungeon.
I'm gonna put Banette in must-have. It's a cursed doll.
Hey, that's one of my favorite ghost types.
Echo doesn't count. Or Echo doesn't count. Tropius is Echo. It's nothing. And yes,
It's a
Minnow I
dinosaur
will.
with wings. What's so special about it?
Mhm.
It has bananas for a beard.
I'm gonna put Chimecho in viable. Technically, I think it does qualify. But it doesn't really have anything to push it up into the higher tiers.
Isn't it based off like those little haunted dolls from Japan or whatever?
It's like a sentient wind chime that brings
Yeah,
good
like,
luck.
I know it's a wind chime, but I also thought it was like based off one of the little paper dolls that kind of look like it, and it's like haunted by like a kid spirit or whatever.
I don't think haunted is the correct word. It's meant to be like a good spirit, not a negative thing.
Well, haunted doesn't have to be negative.
True.
I just don't know a positive word for haunting.
Okay. We're gonna put Absol
Vibing?
up here in must-have. While you could argue it's a savage dark type, it's literally detects disasters. And if we can give Noctowl bonus points for having the ability to see invisibility, I think that counts significantly.
And see through walls.
Mm-hmm.
Also, isn't Absol one of those weird ones where like it does a lot of things in its Pokédex?
It mostly just predicts disasters. And some people think it is the disaster. What's your thoughts on Glalie?
How the heck is it floating?
Yeah, I kind of want to know.
It's not a ghost type. It's just levitating there. It doesn't have arms or legs.
It might run on Geodude logic, because it's made of ice and stone.
And I think it gets like some really weird moves too, doesn't it?
Not really.
I should know this because I just used one.
It's got even as fuck stats. I think they're just 80 across the board.
It is.
I'm gonna put it
But
in
it's
not
so
viable just because it's weird. But not like weird in a good way. Walrein,
Wait,
Huntail, and
how does it
Gorbis
use
are
switcheroo?
just creatures.
Oh, it gets chilling water. And Hex.
I'm gonna say
And white screen?
Relicanth is not viable. It's old as shit,
Shadow
and that's
Ball?
cool, but it's just like as interesting as the fossils. Love Disc is trash.
Does this, for Glalie, does this count as something that could be considered supernatural? Because it has the power to intensely freeze moisture in the atmosphere.
No. That's just something a lot of ice types can do. I'm gonna put Salamence in must-have because it's the only Pokemon that is its own type. It's Salamence type. We're also gonna put Metagross up here because it's Metagross.
Well, that's just depressing. In Sun, it says, legend says, a boulder on an icy mountain absorbed the distress regrets of a stranded mountaineer, giving rise to Glalie. Oh wait, why is it not a ghost type then?
Or a dark type.
Either one. What?
I'm just gonna casually put all of the legendaries into viable and must-have. Honestly, I feel like Deoxys is the most Team Soul coded Pokemon.
What the heck? Glalie is also made out of ice, but it won't melt by fire.
Mm-hmm. Glalie is
Its
weird.
anatomy does not make sense.
That is why it's up here and not quite viable. If we got, like, a hint that it was supernatural, I would bump it into viable.
That's what I'm trying to find as a hint.
Now, for the record, I think I would mostly use Pokemon in strongly viable to must-have. However, Pokemon down here in viable would be used and caught as maybe like placeholders until more were unlocked, or if there's something specifically interesting about them. For example, Persian and Golduck and Tentacruel will probably be used in Kanto because my options are very thin. Now the interesting thing, when we go to Kanto for Team Soul, would we want to do it in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? Or in Fire Red and Leaf Green? Or do we go back to the glitchiness of Gen 1?
Wait, what was the question? I spaced out, sorry.
For Team Soul, when it goes to Kanto, which of the Kanto games should we play? The Gen 3 remakes, the Switch Let's Go games, or
I don't
Gen
think the
1?
Let's Go games get enough love.
Let's Go could be fun.
Wait, why does it get light screen? What the heck?
Although it might be difficult to evolve the trait evolutions. I might have to buy Let's Go Pikachu, because I've only got Let's Go Eevee downloaded on it right now.
I don't want to know how that works. I don't want to know how Glalie and Sudowoodo lay and hate together.
No. Okay, I think we got our tier list. And that took about 2 hours, as I predicted. Cool.
Try to find something that can help Glalie's case first.
All right.
There's so many.
So I think we're going to call this here. I'm going to post this to the Discord and probably on Twitter with the wrap up. So yeah. I'm just gonna say thank you all for being here. Thank you all for indulging me in my Team Soul ridiculousness. We will be using these tier lists to determine what is viable in future Team Soul playthroughs. I feel like it makes a lot more sense than doing the fucking analysis on Twitter, and it takes a lot less time.
That's fair. Especially because Twitter's been becoming dumber by the second.
True. So, thank you all for being here. Oh, wait. Another reason to do Let's Go. We can get the Alolan forms.
Hey, didn't you say Spite was a supernatural move?
I would consider it to be supernatural. You're draining your opponent's energy.
Galele gets Spite.
Yeah, because I think Snowrun does.
Where did I see it? It's a move tutor.
That's not as important enough to me.
Okay. I'll keep looking in after your stream. If I see something, I'll tell you. What about Hex and Egg moves? Would that count?
What?
Hex and Egg moves?
Maybe. Maybe. But again, I don't think that bumps it up a tier. That's just the sort of thing that keeps it out of scrap.
Yeah, and it does get Shadow Ball, which I know we've used that as an example for something else. I'm just trying to see if there is anything that could make it go up one. I don't know if there is, though. That's the thing.
I don't think so. Yes, T-Rex, we completed Leaf Green. Alright. I think we're gonna call it here then. So, to wrap this up, like I said, we're gonna post all this shit to the appropriate posting places. Thank you all for being here. Be excellent to each other, and you're fired for not knowing the outro. Party on, dudes.